So our Think More to Stress Less model is a simple 4-stage model. Notice, acknowledge, reappraise, embrace. It's grounded in science and it leverages our understanding of our behavioural preferences and our self-awareness. So the first stage is notice. Here we take notice of what is going on for us, what is causing us to feel stressed. Now, in today's mad world that we live in, just actually noticing at an early stage that you are starting to feel stressed is quite an accomplishment in itself. So noticing that we are feeling stressed. And we need to be curious then about our thinking, our self-talk, our emotions, our psychological responses. And we need to kind of just stop and think about what is causing us to feel stressed. What are we thinking? What's the self-talk going on? What emotions are we feeling? Are we noticing that kind of pounding heart, sweaty palms, etc.? And then stage 2 is to acknowledge. And at this point, we reflect upon our strengths and talents. And having those higher levels of self-awareness is important. And this is when you can start to kind of use your behavioural profiles to really understand and identify those individual strengths and talents. And the second part of this is to uncover the real cause of the stress. And we do that by asking ourselves, what is at risk to me and why does it matter? So what's at risk to me right here and now in this situation that is causing me the stress, and why does it matter? So let's just take a quick example. Your manager comes to you and asks you at short notice if you can pick up this piece of work that's on a short deadline. It should be done by a colleague, but your colleague unfortunately is ill today. So that might put additional pressure on an already kind of busy schedule that you have got that day. So you might start to feel a little bit stressed by this. So what's the real cause of the stress? Because the real cause of the stress is not that piece of work. The real cause of stress depends on your behavioural preference. And it could be just some examples. It could be your reputation that is at risk, because if I rush it, I'm not used to doing it, I might not do such a great job. So it could have a negative impact on my reputation within the business. It could be that you feel that actually this is wasting my time. It's not helping me to achieve my outcomes. It could be you feel that actually I've got my day all planned out and that some of that autonomy has been taken away from you, some of that freedom. It could be that you feel actually I might not do a great job of it and I might let other people down by that. And that's the real cause of the stress. So once we've identified that, we can then ask ourselves, what are those strengths that our behavioural preference bring us? And we look at all 4 of the behavioural preferences, not only our dominant, but our non-dominant ones. What strengths can we draw upon from each one of those 4 behavioural preferences? That then moves us into our reappraise stage. And having identified the strengths and talents of the previous stage, here we can focus on how do those strengths and talents support me in this specific situation? How can I use them as a resource to help me rise to this challenge? How can I think differently about this situation? What can I do that's actually going to reduce the risk to my personal values? And how can I change that self-talk? So going back to those examples I used on the previous slide, if we felt our reputation was at risk, well, let's change our thinking to see that this actually could be an opportunity where I could set a standard for doing this job. It's an opportunity I can draw upon my logical processing, my structured way of doing things. If I feel that it's time being wasted, it's not working towards my outcomes, then I could reframe that by thinking, actually, this experience could be helpful in the future. It could get me noticed a bit more. It could be an opportunity for me to actually, I know I'm good at working under pressure, at rising to a challenge, bring a different perspective to it. If what's at risk was your freedom and choice, then, well, okay, let's reframe this. I can choose how to do it. I can possibly even choose where to do it. And it's an opportunity for me to do something different. I can draw upon my creative kind of problem solving skills. If your risk was letting other people down, well, just focus on the fact that actually you're already, by doing this, you're helping a colleague out. And you can remind yourself of all the similar work that you have done and how you have made people feel when you've helped people. Once we've reappraised, all we have to do then is just embrace that positive energy, because by focusing on our strengths and changing our self-talk in the reappraise stage, then that will help to build our inner confidence and our self-belief. The negative stress and anxiety energy will be replaced with positive energy. You might even feel excited and really ready to embrace this challenge. So, a word of warning: don't expect that you'll leave this webinar and the next time you're faced with a stressful situation, you'll automatically go, notice, acknowledge, reappraise, embrace. You won't. But don't worry, you're not alone either. You have to practice using the framework over and over again to build up the neural networks, to build it into a habit, your automatic response to a stressful situation. And we do that by, you have your stressful situation, you're in it, you deal with it. When you can find a few minutes after everything's calmed down again and you're feeling calmer, actually just sit and go through the 4 stages and visualize it, work your way through it in your mind, and keep doing that after every stressful situation. That will then help to build the neural pathways in your brain. And as the more you practice, the stronger they become, the more it starts to become your natural coping response.